Hi everyone, I'm Michael Freund from MPAV Limited, and today we're going to take a look at display technologies and find out some of the reasons why one might be more suitable for your project over another. We're not going to dive too deeply into individual detail because that will make this video obscenely long, but what we are going to do is have a look at some of the pros, some of the cons, and hopefully steer you down one or the other channels if it's something that you are struggling to deal with at the moment. So the first one we're going to take a look at is LFDs. Screens, TVs, monitors. LFD stands for large format display. Now these are exceedingly common, and you've probably been sat in a waiting room watching BBC News on one. You've probably done a presentation or been part of a video conference on one. They're everywhere. They are by far and away the most common display technology in a meeting space. Great thing is they are cost effective and you can have a range of sizes. So you're looking at roughly 32-inch for something that might be used in a two-person huddle booth. 50 up to 65 is probably the most common size for a meeting space. You get 75, we've installed 86-inch screens and even up to 98-inch screens. Gets a bit more expensive that end of the market, but they are just incredible screens to install. Now, the biggest issue with displays is people choose residential screens in place of commercial screens. We would always recommend never ever to use a residential screen because, first of all, they're not designed to be used all day every day, so the warranty is immediately void if you use them in a commercial space. Doesn't matter the fact that they cost a couple of £100 from Argos, you can just keep swapping them over. Why would you want it to break in the middle of a meeting only to have to pop out and go get another one? Second of all, the auto power off on these devices generally cannot be turned off. They're designed to be on for about a maximum of 4 hours a day, every few days, not all day every day. So you cannot turn these off. And imagine, you're doing a presentation to a client, you go, oh, here we go, this is our wonderful, and it turns off and you can't see. It might give you a little warning in the corner, but let's be honest, who's paying attention to a little notification that big in the corner of your screen? And the third reason we would always suggest steering clear of a residential screen is it has a lot of bloatware. You don't need Netflix, you don't need Disney Plus, you don't need all that crap that comes with a residential screen. These are more likely to cause problems in the future. The software is going to be an issue. Every time you turn that TV on, it's going to pop up with an ad, or it's going to pop up with, oh, you need to update this app. You don't need to worry about all of that. What you need is a screen to share your content or information with a wider audience. Going with a commercial screen, they are built to last for long periods of time. So you might see 18/6 or 24/7, means it's on for 18 hours a day and off for 6 hours a day, or it's designed to be on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They are rigorously tested to those standards. Second reason, they don't have all of those crappy power, well they do, but you can turn them off completely, you don't have to worry about them. They also integrate lovely with control technology, so if you have a system where you want to walk in, push a button, it turns the screen automatically, and you don't have to wade through all those crappy adverts, that's what you need. A commercial screen is designed for that. But if you are looking for a bigger image, 98 is a pretty big image, but some people want 3-4 meter wide images, then you're going to be looking at a projector. Again, a cost effective way to get a really big image. However, these are very susceptible to ambient light. So for instance, if you are in a room that's bright white, it's got lights everywhere so you can see everybody, don't go for a home cinema projector. That's designed to be in the dark. It's going to wash out the colours. You're going to be going, is that blue or pink? Can't tell what that colour is. Your brand colours are going to be washed out. Nobody's going to know that you're yellow, green, blue, orange, purple, whatever your brand colour is. Nobody's going to see that on the screen. For that, we're looking at the lumen level. So it might be written as 4000 LM or 6000. It could be generally 2 to 3000, even 4000 is sort of considered home cinema. You're looking at something that needs to be installed in a dark, dark room. 6000 and above is generally good for commercial spaces, but you have to take in consideration the rest of the environment as to which size projector you go for specifically. Most of them can be put into control systems, which is brilliant for most auditoriums because it's very difficult to reach up the ceiling and press the button on the projector. However, they do have a finite lifespan, like most products. And if you're using a traditional lamp source, that's only about 2 to 3,000 hours on average. Some of them are longer, but 2 to 3,000 hours is roughly when the systems could go, gooey, I'm ready to be changed. And a traditional lamp source is going to degrade that picture quite quickly. So you might have a beautiful image on day one. 6 months down the line, once you've used that all day every day, that image is going to be far more washed out. Therefore, you'll be looking more to laser lamp source. They can last 20 to 30,000 hours before the lamp goes, gooey, I'm ready to be changed. And they offer a much crisper and more vivid image. However, if you have loads of money to spend and you want the very best and you want a big screen, you want to impress people, you're going to be looking at an LED wall. Now, you've probably seen them on the side of roads advertising some product. That's likely to be an LED wall. You might have gone into an exhibition centre and seen a big screen floating. The screen's not floating, but the image is floating around down the exhibition halls. That's very likely to be an LED wall. Now, technology has allowed us to compress that screen into smaller spaces, so they can be used in office spaces. They can be used for meetings, not just digital signage, not just advertising. They can be used for your video conferencing. They can be used to present your financial reports. The difficulty here is that they are exceedingly expensive. 50 grand is a relatively small number in LED wall terms. And you have to have a site survey to ensure you've got the right infrastructure for an LED wall. But they're modular, so you can have any size, any shape, any orientation screen you want. If you've got a circular staircase within your building that's 6 stories high and you want to shroud that entire thing in a screen, an LED wall is going to be incredible for that. And the image is beautiful. They're so incredible images that you feel part of that image. So hopefully those kind of give you a rough idea of just some of the points of the 3 main display technologies that you're likely to see in a commercial space. There are of course a huge number of other variables to consider with either of these technologies, but hopefully that's kind of steered you down which one might be more appropriate for your project, and you can do some more research on that, or you can come to us and we'll help you out. As we said in our previous video, we're happy to answer any questions that you may have, and we were asked about how heavy the Earth is, or how much does the Earth weigh. Now, I'm going to confess, I didn't bother researching this, and I haven't got a set of scales big enough, but I'm going to guess it's really, really bloody heavy. Probably the heaviest thing that is on this Earth, funnily enough. So if you have any questions, ideally again about audio-visual, but we'll take a stab at the other ones, then please feel free to comment on this video, send us a message through our socials, or if you go to our website www.mpav.co.uk, which will also be linked in this video, there you can find our other contact methods like email, phone calls, etc. So until next time, then it's goodbye from me, and I look forward to seeing you.